one thing that I saw was that like protesters. Okay, so a shit ton of people filled the streets to cry for that guy that was missiled from Trump or from the United States. You know,
biggest like funeral.
Soleimani or right?
Yeah,
Soleimani or something.
Salami ass motherfucker. Like.
Yeah, salami. We'll go salami. And the guy that never smiled in any picture, every single picture of it is him scowling.
That's when
like,
your heart gets broken like 5 times, bro. Remember that toughness I talked about?
Oh, yeah.
His heart got broken. He was like, yo, and fuck smiling, bro. My heart got broken 6 times, yo.
I had 6 wives and they all left
Exactly.
me.
Fuck this shit, yo.
I'm just going to become a scowly, ruthless little motherfucker.
Fuck everybody on this planet.
But then what I don't get is the connection, like, so everyone showed up protesting, you know, death to America, all this other shit, and then like millions of or however much people showed up protest for his funeral.
I think that
and then they shoot down the plane, and there's protesters for the.
He was a fellow
thing.
Iraqi. Like, dang, bro, you guys just can't be killing our people.
Yeah, like boys.
Yeah,
like a top military official.
Like, yeah. And then they're like, wait, they just did what? Like,
I guess. But if you think about it, like, who's a top official in the United States for us right now?
If Donald Trump would have did the same thing.
Like, if he got blown up randomly or something.
No, say he blew up a random plane and there was 50 Iraqis, Canadian, Chinese, whatever. But no American lives. Boom.
Yeah.
Even the Republicans or whatever, everybody would be like, all right, we got to get this motherfucker out of here, bro.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%. So I think that's kind of the same kind of like, you fucked up too much, bro. Like,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Just like, hey.
So you just did that. I don't think you should be our... I think we're going to have to take a break.
We're actually going to just forget you in the history books completely. Like, yo.
Yeah, we're going to just screw
What is it, 54th president, 53rd president, and just like 52nd, 54.
The guy in the middle... Ew.
That's how I think it happened. People were just like, all right. We can't fuck with Iran no more. Like, even though we are from Iran, like, hey.
Well, yeah.
I don't know, because one day it's like, hey, fuck America.
Well, man, I'm not educated enough on it because I don't know about the news, dude. I don't know what's like real and what's fake and shit. Like, that's the weird thing is like I feel like 20 years ago we would have known exactly the source and if it was true and shit.
Very
like
true.
now we have to like triple check the sources.
There
dude.
was
like,
an $80 million bounty on Trump's head. George Lopez made a comment about it, and then it was fake as fuck.
Yeah.
I just kind of just look what I see that pops up wherever I see it. I have like an Amazon Echo with the screen and shit, so it just shows random news like topics or just headlines, and you can kind of just say, "Oh, let me check that out." And then the same thing on my phone or CNN or just like on Twitter or wherever, and then I look at it, research it, and then I form my own opinion and be like, "All right." Hoping this is real or
try to gather. But see, that's the thing is you have to circulate through all the things to like try to get your own like, okay, what I think is going on here. Like the article, Epstein thing, you know?
Read the comments that people post up. See if anybody posts any kind of counter arguments or any more whatever.
The comment section is actually pretty lit on a lot of things, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That could sway my decision on a couple things, too.
I go to see... I'm not gonna lie. I go to see whatever people want to say about just huge topics, whatever.
Yeah. And
then I go to see what the fucking like racist people say and shit.
Oh yeah, the dumbasses.
Sometimes like these motherfuckers. I'm like, I don't write any shit back, but I'll be like, these motherfuckers.
It's because the people that aren't white are in the leadership roles on the council.
Exactly.
They're a little too dark to be making decisions. Yeah.
Only one time I ever responded to any like negative comments on fucking Twitter. He was just calling everybody like minority shit ferals. He's like, all these fucking ferals and shit in the streets. I was like, damn, motherfucker, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo.
Wow.
And I've seen way worse shit, but just ferals just touched me. I was like, what the fuck is that? Ferals, dog? Like, yo.
Ferals. Dude, there's some people that are legitimately racist in the world still.
It's crazy.
Like in the United States, in the like a developed country, like
there's places that you can't even go in like the South, like don't even go.
Yeah.
I think there's a place called Cobb County or Cab County in fucking Atlanta, and like the acronym's like catch a black person or some shit like that. Whatever.
Oh really?
I was watching the 85 South show and they were talking about it and shit, and I was just like, damn, that's fucking crazy as fuck. Like same shit happened to my dad. Place in Florida, he was training to be EMT, talking to another black dude, and the black dude was like, "Oh, there's this place over here." I had to go hide in the back of the the EMT truck to go save these people and shit. Like, yo,
Yeah.
and like, mother, I'm coming here to save your guy's life. Like,
But they were trying to fuck him up.
no. But they were like, oh, we're going to this certain area. You just have to hide back.
You just gotta hide and stuff.
Yeah, even though we're EMTs.
This is in the United States.
I like this is fucking.
This is not fucking Syria. This is not
in
some
the 2000s,
war-torn
dude.
country.
In the fucking
This is
2000s, like
post-internet United States, dude.
facts, bro. Like,
How? That's fucking wild, dude. Like, I'll feel sketched out by someone that, like, if you can tell more than anything, an energy will scare me. You know, like, you could be, it could be you, it could be me, like walking down the street coming my way. But if you're like all fucked up or something, that's when I'm gonna be like, oh, guards up, like, oh, you know, like, watch out for this guy. Like, if I can tell your energy's off, dude. But like, because I've had it in my life, I've had, you know, crackheads and shit that are white guys come up to me and fuck up my day, and I've had crackheads that are fucking Asian guys or black guys. Like, it's never, for me, like, I guess that's a great thing about Hawaii is like, it's never just like one. It's just I've just known it's just drugs in general. It's not the person. It's like they're just on meth, dude. And there's like, even like my cousin in California, they live in a super bad part of California, and I asked him about it, and he's told me like because we went to meet up with his girlfriend at the time, and she lived in like a fucking hood, just like piece of crap part of town where it was like
the good pussy. Then he's only going over there because she got the good pussy. That's the case.
Yeah, dude. She was kind of a weird chick, but she was partied hard. But dude, so when I'm walking up, it's like that LA style where it's like a courtyard. There's like a gate and it's a courtyard and there's like stairs and it's like, you know,
bro,
house
that's
in a
some of the worst shit to be in, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's like a project kind of place.
The square, bro.
It's a square, dude.
Square,
yeah,
dog
and it's only 2 stories, dude.
Bro,
it's fucking sketch, bro.
Motherfucker block you in, bro. They block the you walk into the square and they block the exit, like, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good place to get stabbed. But at this time when I walked in, myself and my cousin were the only people that were white, essentially, or had white blood.
Sticking out.
It was like, dude, all black people having a fucking huge party, dude. Like, literally, I'm walking up the stairs, like, excuse me, and there's a lady like on the guy doing this shit.
Is it movie style? Where everybody's just like.
Yeah, dude, exactly. But they're like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Like drinking like 40s and shit. Like literally,
black people
like,
do show love.
And, like,
when we're not about the shits, we do show love.
And I was just like, man, I'm about this. These guys look like they're having fucking fun. I want to hang out with these guys. But then my cousin was telling me, but to back on it, he's like, the black people and the Mexicans in this neighborhoods, you don't have to worry about them unless you're trying to be like a wankster, like throw gang signs and like, so if you're trying to sell drugs or try to be like a gangster or wankster, like that's when you're getting in trouble. Like they're not gonna fuck with you if you don't don't show money, don't sell drugs, you know, don't flaunt wealth. Like you'll be fine. Just be a normal guy. The people you gotta watch out for are the white people, dude, the skinhead ones and stuff, because they would be the ones on meth and shit. They're the ones that are gonna be doing the drugs, and you never know what they'll do to you.
Facts,
you know?
facts.
And now I was like, wow, trippy, dude. He's like, yeah. And sure enough, I experienced it. You know, like it was crazy. Like it was a skinhead guy, and he just, dude, it was the craziest thing. We were at the mall. And I was my cousin, his friend, and myself, and we just went to the mall, just like go. You know, we're like 19, and then we saw a girl that was there. And I guess they knew her, and then we just started talking to her, and then like the boyfriend comes up, he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like yelling at us. Then he does the Hitler to us, and he's like, "Fuck you guys," and throws a Hitler at us, and he's like, "Come on," like to his girlfriend, like, "Come on."
Hi.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Fuck you guys," and threw the Hitler at us, and I was just standing there like,
really do that shit up, like, yo.
I'm German, dude. Like, how dare you?
You're like,
yeah.
Shh. I gotta go, guys.
I'm breaking on the inside.
He's like, hail. He's like, hail.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. Because I've never experienced I've experienced people being racist to me for being white, but I've never experienced like white racism back.
Hawaii is an interesting place
crazy,
because you can see people. It's the one place for people don't like white people wherever, or quote unquote, but there's the one place where people like straight up show it, like.
Yeah. Well, like. In like the
white people are the minority. There we go.
The minority, and they don't have like the upper hand, like the connections,
quote
and stuff.
Unquote, in that sense, yeah.
You know, like I felt like even when I was in Vegas, I made less money than I was, but people kind of like were more willing to like, I don't know, like I could get away with crimes, or like I can get away with more shit. Like I'd probably I'd be more likely to get hired at a place
facts.
than not get hired because I'm white. Like I kind of had the upper hand in a sense. Like it was weird to be like in that, like people. If I was in a rich neighborhood, like no one would look over their shoulder at me. Like it is kind of weird.
If you're here and you say like walking on Wine-Eye and shit, like
I begin looks, dude.
Look at this fucking white guy, like this fucking Howie or whatever, quote unquote, walking down the street, but like. For sure,
I get fucked with, yeah, exactly. And so it's just kind of interesting to see that like side of the world, and like, because I'm used to getting like fucked with, like people like, dude, in 4th grade, this one kid had a fucking plastic bag of water and threw it at me, and it hit me in the face, and I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, that's for killing my queen. And I was like, the fuck? I killed your queen, dude?
Like, huh?
I know, I'm like all woozy from the fucking bag. It kind of hit me like splashing in my ear, like woo woo woo, and I'm just like, what the hell was that? I just like looked at him like, what was that? And he fucking said,